Alright, here we are ready for the second one. Alright, yeah, I did another video where I did the first one. It was all Baltic Rose. And this is what I got from it. One grow bag. Let's see what we do with the second one. It's just as healthy. And I don't feel bad that I harvested it yet. I mean, obviously it could have gotten bigger. But I'm too impatient. And it's enough. So let's see what we get. Let's see what we can get. See if we can pull out some. I'll try. Let me get it more onto the thing here. Oh man, they are in there. They're gonna fall. I should just cut off the tops instead of trying to pull them out for dramatic effect. Because they're gonna. The other ones, they mostly fell off. Yep. Nothing yet. Oh no, I got nothing. No, just kidding. I'm just pulling off the tops. None of them came with it yet, but I'm not worried. Well, this one is taken care of just about the same. Oh, we got some on this one. Let's see if they fall. I may have to take that with my and pull that one off. All right, now we can up one more section here. Nothing on that one. Okay, there we go. Let's get these guys out of the way. I'll put these ones in my crate. Well, let's see what we get. Doing this one-handed. All right. I already see some. Oh no. Let's see what my years of watching YouTube taught me about growing potatoes. All right, let's see here. Not bad. That's the size of my hand. Let's put this a little closer. Oh yeah, look at that. Again, not huge, but totally usable. Totally usable. Totally usable. There's a big one over here. It's gonna come over the hill. Ooh, look at that one. That is a nice one. Biggest one so far, probably. Or at least close to it. There's some smaller ones. And you can see them all clustered together here. Well, again, this seems to be all Baltic Rose again, so maybe it was just the one container that had a mix of Baltic Rose and not store-bought, but ones the Kennebecs or Yukon Golds that the volunteers ever got. That's what the one other grow bag was. Alright, there's more up here. They seem to be in this cluster up here. Alright. Totally, again, still no signs of potato scab, which is a good sign. Which is totally edible. Nothing wrong with eating it. It's just it will affect storage, and they will start to go bad quicker. I know I see those ones up there, but I'm trying to get the work around it first. Build up the suspense in the video. Alright, let's go to film editing. And smaller ones. Not decent size. Yeah, that's a decent one. Decent. Decent. Sucks. So after this, no more. So whatever I get here is it. That's always makes you a little sad when you finally harvest day. It's exciting, but then it's also sad because, you know, like, I should have held one and just given it another week and then done one next week. And I got a whole week of anticipation. What else we got here? I know there's more in here. I feel this one. Oh, yep. I'll have to go through and rip off these sprouts. Alright, there's gotta be more in here. They all seem to be in this cluster right here, up here in this hill. But I mean, these grow bags were in the same spot. The one was just 2 feet further down, closer to the house. But pretty much they should have basically identical sun. Anything in this here? Probably not, right? And this doesn't feel like it. I saw one over here. There's a smaller one. That could be it. Let me spread this. This could be the last of it. I don't know which grow bag did better. Again, these were all Baltic Rose. Yeah, that might be it. I'll dig around for another few seconds here, but I think that might be it. That doesn't count. Toss that over in the bed over there. It's going to be turnips or daikons. I think that might be it. But again, not disappointed at all. I mean, this one slightly, just because it looks like the first one was a little bit better. But I think that might be it. But definitely not disappointed. Just not as excited, I guess. But, you know, any harvest is a good harvest. I try to tell myself that. I didn't get skunked. You know, when you go fishing, you get nothing. You get skunked, and that's always bad. And you get one, that's why you went, right? So, yeah, pretty sure that's it. If there are any more, I will update you in the next video. But yeah, I mean, this is from the second one, slightly less. Get a nice close up in there, some of them too. Again, absolutely no potato scab. I don't see it at all. And this was from the first one. And I know you can't quite see as many there, but they're stacked on top of each other. But definitely more from this one, this grow bag, and bigger. And they were planted the same day, so, you know, who knows? But definitely a good turnout. I mean, I can combine them now that I have video evidence of. Then let me put them in here, and then we can see total harvest. I should have taken a picture. Oh well. This is 2 grow bags. I'm going to need to take these inside anyways, so I'm going to have to combine them. That's good. Relief. Like I said, I always worry. You never know. You can get them in, they could be rotten. I could have overwatered. I remember the one year I had them in one of these, the big white pots, like that have, I don't know, you can't really see it, I guess, but a bigger version of this, you know, 20-inch version of this. There's only the 16, I think, right? and I had potatoes in it, and I got absolutely nothing. There were a couple, and they were absolutely rotten because I had overwatered. And I'm trying to get nailed down the watering with these, which I think I did a pretty good job this year. You know, water them pretty good, and then wait until the top, 2 inches or so has dried out, and give them a water. Not every day, which I probably did that year. But yeah, that's a decent harvest from 2 grow bags. I can't complain. Pretty happy. We'll have potatoes for a while. Some of the you get these knobby ones. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's a soil shoe, so you get ones like that, and then a little curvy there, and they're a little curvy. Some your interesting ones, and the smaller ones like this, which actually looks like one growing off it, but pretty decent size. No scab, skins, harvested. This one I would like to know what the heck happened with this one, because that one, I mean, it looks like it's attached. Is it? Is it attached? Yeah. It was actually growing out. It's like it's got another little... That is attached to that, but with no color. So I don't know if that growth somehow reverted to its parent. If it's some kind of hybrid. I don't know. I think they said it's from Belgium or something. I can't remember. I can't remember where this variety is. Somewhere in Europe, some kind of European variety. I would grow them again. I would grow them again. Pretty decent yield. I mean, like I said, size, not the biggest. That Volunteer, of all the potatoes we grew this year, the Volunteer Kennebecs or whatever, or Yukon Gold, whatever it was, won the prize for the biggest. But there's some decent ones in here. Like this one is, that one's pretty decent size. This one's a pretty hefty size. So it's not like they're tiny. I definitely want to try next year. It's called Sharp O'Meara. So I will try those. It's just a new variety I saw. This guy on YouTube called Guten Gardening. I watch some of his videos, and he does some potatoes. And that's one of the ones that he grew actually with Baltic Rose. He has a video where he grew a bunch of Baltic Rose and a bunch of Sharp O'Meara, and had a good harvest. So yeah, definitely high yielding. And I think a lot of the problem too is I don't get ideal sun, so I'm not going to get consistent high size, big size. But I have no problem getting yield with my sun and my little backyard microclimate here. So I'm happy. All right, until next time. I don't know if I'll do a video. I may do a video for the carrot harvest, but I'm waiting for Paige. Paige wants to help out with that. I may do a little cleanup in the yard here. A little weed whacking needs done. And then harvest some tomatoes, because these tomatoes are coming out. All the ripe ones, all the green ones, they got to come out. And probably finish the peppers, get rid of those. Dehydrate some basil there, like the basil there. I'm going to grab that, dehydrate it, or freeze it, I don't know. And then that tomato is going to come out. That over there, yeah. And beans, everything. Big harvest day today. Because big harvest day today, the 18th or 19th, whatever today is. And then next week will be planting day. Let me zoom back out again. Yeah, because there is going to be a bed, and then there. The edamame were there, and right now green beans are here. That's going to turn into probably daikon radish, and then one of the turnips there. And then over here, at least 2 beds. I made 2 here, and I may put, like, I don't know, my grow tent things here. Or I may do a 3rd bed, like I had over here, with the long, wide, rectangular, or like kind of square grow tents that they don't have a bottom, just to protect the seeds so the squirrels don't dig them up until they get established. I made at least 2 here. I may do 3 or 4 even. Depends on how big they are. Once estimating, I'll at least be able to get 3 here, 1 here, kind of 1 here, and 1 over there if I really want to do it. Maybe a 4th. I'll probably just do 3 though. And yeah, all right. It was meant to be a potato video, so I'm gonna head out. Just wanted a little quick little update. Oh, these are some of the summer test Tokyo Cross terms. So you see, some of them are starting to starting to size up a little bit. Not 35 days, because we're at 35 days now, and you see they are kind of tiny. But I will keep these ones in here since they are starting to size up, and see if they get any actually decent size. If they can get to be an inch or 2, that'll be nice. But I will do the real plantings next week. Peace.